In the exercises we've done previously, we've had symbols, components, all inserted into our schematic drawings, and luckily we've actually had catalogue parts that we can go and find and add to the particular drawings we're working on. In this case, I've got a drawing open. It's called Catalogue Part Numbers, and you can see I've got a power block and a circuit connector bar there. First thing I'm going to do, Project, right-click, add the active drawing to the project and say yes to the project default values. As you can see, that's got an 03 against it as the sheet number. I'll just update that, make sure it's got the appropriate sheet number, which will be 004. And then what I'm going to do is start looking at how I catalogue these particular parts. It's quite important that you know about this, because sometimes when you're working with parts in a drawing, such as power blocks and circuit connectors, they might not be related to the project database. There might not be any catalogue parts available. Now, if that's the case, let's say, for example, our power block hasn't got a catalogue part there, what would happen is that would be in the drawing, but it would not become part of the bill of materials, because it didn't have a catalogue part to link it into the database. So let's look at that and how we would rectify that situation. If I select my power block there in the drawing, and I right-click and select Edit Component there on the flashlight system, all the information's there. There's the component tag, there's the description, power block 1. But if I go over here now to Lookup and click here, you'll see that there's nothing in the database. There's the MDB file, which is a Microsoft Access database relating to your electrical drawing. So how would I add to the database? How would I add some component catalog parts to the database? Well, you'll notice there's only one button highlighted, which is adding a catalog item. So if I click there, you'll see this great big dialog box appear just to the left there. I'm going to drag it so it's central on the screen. As you can see, I can select a catalogue that it comes from, of which there aren't any for this particular power block, and I go in and I add the information I need. Now, in this particular instance, I'm not going to change anything. I don't want to change the database because I've got it all set up for training purposes right now. But if you were working in a live electrical project, you might have a power block that you're using on that project that is in a catalogue, as in a physical catalogue that you look through, either on the internet or it's on your desk. You can go in, list the catalogue, add it to the database, add the manufacturer, and so on and so forth. There's nothing to stop you typing in a catalogue there. It is a required field. You can see that by the asterisks and the bold type. As you add information, you can force the text into uppercase, which I always do. So you can tick that little box and it'll all update to uppercase, which is very useful. I'll click on Cancel there, and I'll click on Cancel again there in the parts catalogue. And I'm going to cancel that also because I'm not going to change that power block in this case. What about our circuit connector though, here? If I click on that and right-click and do an Edit Component, you'll see it is a Hubble manufacturer, catalogue, assembly, item, all the information's there, connector 1, and it's on circuit 1. I can add all of that information in, but the nice thing is when I go look up, it's already part of an existing catalogue. So I can go and use any information from that catalogue, put it into my Autocad electrical drawing, and the information is there in the bill of materials because it's got a catalogue part number. I'll just cancel that because I don't want to change anything. Cancel that again. So that is how you work with these catalogue part numbers. They're very important because they link to the bill of materials. When you're pricing up your project, once you've drawn it all up and all the circuits are linked and all the parts, components and schematics are ready, you need to be able to go to that bill of materials and make sure that everything is linked to the project. In order to do that, everything needs a catalogue part number. So make sure that you check that, unlike our little power block here that hasn't got a catalogue part number. So what we need to do is make sure that it does have a catalogue part number by inserting the details into that dialog box I showed you.